Okay, let's talk about testosterone. Lately, I have seen so many influencers telling midlife women, just ask your doctor for testosterone. And while testosterone is absolutely important for women, the truth is it's not necessarily as simple as adding a gel or a cream. So before we dive in, I just want to invite you to take my Decode Your Midlife Body quiz. It's the fastest way to uncover what's really draining your energy and throwing your hormones off balance. So you'll find the link right below this video. So let's get started. Now, as a board certified functional medicine practitioner, I'm here to tell you that testosterone therapy might sound like a quick fix, but there are two big problems. Problem one is how it's tested. Now, most doctors rely on blood work, right? But testosterone, it's what's called a pulsatile hormone, which means it goes up and down throughout the day. So blood work can look normal even if your symptoms are telling you it's not normal, right? Because it depends on when they take the sample. Now, with functional testing, something like a Dutch test paints a much clearer picture because it's showing you not only how much testosterone you have, but also how your body is metabolizing it, how it's using it. Now, the second problem is, why is it low in the first place? Now, low testosterone is usually a symptom. It's not the root problem. So if you just slap on a prescription without asking why, you're putting a Band-Aid on it rather than figuring out what the actual problem is. And if you don't fix the actual problem, you're going to have other problems, right? Now, before we dig into those root causes, let's talk about what some of the common symptoms of low testosterone in women are. There are things like low libido and impaired sexual function, loss of muscle tone or strength, fatigue and stubborn weight, thinning hair, dry skin, even sagging cheeks or lips, even mood changes like depression, anxiety, or brain fog. And let's not forget lack of motivation. Testosterone is our go out and conquer the world hormone, after all. So if these sound familiar, you're not alone, because so many of the women who come to me in my practice experience at least one of these symptoms. Now, having said that, in my practice, the number one driver I see of low testosterone is chronic stress. Now, hear me out, because stress isn't just mental, emotional, although it could be. It's also physical stressors. Things could be mold toxicity, Lyme disease, or chronic infections. And I'll give you a personal example. I have had low testosterone myself, and it wasn't because my body had just stopped making it, right? Your body doesn't wake up one day and be like, nah, I'm not feeling it today, right? It's because of or for me, it was because of the lingering impact of mold toxicity. My body was under so much stress that it basically shut down production of hormones like testosterone, even though I desperately needed them. Now, other common culprits can include things like nutrient deficiencies, right? So many of the women I work with are not eating enough. It could also be from eating too little fat, because cholesterol is the building block for your hormones. All hormones start with cholesterol, so we need healthy fats to make them. It could be things like thyroid problems, right? Having an inactive or an underactive thyroid can really stress out your system. It could be too much estrogen from either your diet or from the environment. So things like plastics, pesticides, conventional dairy, or highly processed soy products. Also, blood sugar imbalance or insulin resistance can play a role, even if you're eating healthy and exercising. And how your body processes hormones makes a big difference. So sometimes your testosterone isn't actually low. Your body is just breaking it down or converting it into other hormones so quickly that you don't get the benefit. That's why blood tests can miss the full story and why functional testing matters. So these are the questions we need to ask before jumping into testosterone therapy. Now, sometimes women hear that DHEA, the natural precursor to testosterone, can help. And in some cases it can, but here's the nuance. If your body tends to push hormones down an androgen-heavy pathway, DHEA might actually make things worse. So if you're someone who takes DHEA and you notice more breakouts, more hair growth where you don't want it, or mood changes, DHEA might not be the answer for you. And that is why testing matters so much. It helps us see your unique hormone picture rather than guessing. So what can you do to support healthy testosterone naturally? Well, you can eat healthy fats every day. So things like avocado, olive oil, nuts, seeds, grass-fed meats, wild fish. Because remember, testosterone and all hormones start with healthy fats. You can add cruciferous vegetables, so broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, because those all support estrogen balance. Sleep is really important. So, 8 hours or more of quality rest can raise both total and free testosterone. If you're having issues getting quality sleep, stay tuned. I'll be doing an upcoming episode on that. Also, strength training and movement, especially resistance work, can give your natural testosterone a boost. And don't forget stress release and nervous system regulation, because if your body feels like it's running for dear life, it will not be making hormones, right? Hormones are for when your body is not stressed, okay? It wants you to survive. It's not making hormones. So here's the bottom line. You don't need to rush into testosterone therapy just because it's trending. The smarter question is, why is your testosterone low in the first place? That's exactly the kind of work I do with women every day. So if you want to dig deeper, check out my new blog post, Do You Really Need Testosterone Therapy? I'll link it below. And don't forget to take my free Decode Your Midlife Body Quiz. It's the quickest way to see what's really out of balance in your body right now and where to focus first. That link is also below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.